Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Heavenly Sense. Thank you so much for joining me again. So technically, my channel has only been public for actually less than 24 hours, actually just over 24 hours. And I want to start by thanking the amazing interest and subscriptions and the lovely comments from people that I'm guessing from all around the world. It means a lot to me. It's actually a very pleasant surprise. Maybe I wasn't expecting so quickly to hear from people that I don't even know personally from all around the world and being attracted to these videos and looking for specific information. It just means so much to me. So thank you so much for your messages and all the friends and the fragrance community. Thank you so much. This is inspiring me to do more videos right away. So I'm super excited to bring you something very new again and very, very, very special. And this is from one of my most favorite houses, Amouage. And this is the brand new release sequence. And this is from the very special Essences line. And this is technically being just released right now. I think it's just available on the Amouage website. This is the most beautiful packaging. I love the color tones that they use for this one. So definitely tones of red, darker red, beautiful. So with Amouage, always just gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. So I actually had this fragrance for I think almost a month right now because it was available only at the Dubai airport. So it wasn't even officially released. It wasn't on Amouage's website. And thanks to a dear friend from the Canadian fragrance community, if you're in Canada and if you're active in the fragrance communities, you'll probably know Rukshan. A shout out to Rukshan. He's an incredible source of getting amazing fragrances and great deals. So he was able to get this for me from Dubai. So I'm very, very grateful. So I've been actually, trying this for almost about a month right now. And I saw that it's being released, so it's a perfect time to talk about it. And I want to show you that I have something else from the Essences line I will very soon talk about. So this is Essences Reception. It's a green label, and this is an exclusive from Harrods only. So I believe it's only available at Harrods, still in London. And this is the beautiful packaging for that. So this came just about a month ago as well. I was very, very grateful for a very dear friend, Kate. Hi, Kate from Vancouver. She's from England originally. She was visiting in London, and she knows I love fragrances. So she was so kind to send me a message and say, "Would you like something from Harrods?" And I was like, "Of course." So this was one of the fragrances that she brought for me. So I'm going to review this really soon as well because I absolutely love Reception. It's a coffee-based, very earthy fragrance from Amouage. But today our focus is going to be on this. So Essences line, I believe, was released last year with 3 different fragrances. And like almost always, when a new concept is released, it can get some negative comments, it can get some doubts, and maybe some of that is justified. I feel like at first Essence's concept wasn't received very warmly, brand new bottle design, and the idea of this extra special maceration. So it's sandalwood chips. It's been soaked in sandalwood chips and oak wood barrels. So some people felt like, how important is that to go through this almost like this artisanal maceration, the 6-month maceration process. But as it turns out, I believe the Essences line have been super, super popular. So you may be aware of Outlands. It's a big hype right now, and I fell in love with Outlands right away. And actually, I have all of the first 3 right up there. You can talk about those some other time as well. So I've been a big fan. I think the Essences line is super high quality. And I appreciate a house like Amouage being willing to try something new. So this is a brand new concept from Amouage, and I want to give them some credit for that. So first of all, for the first time, they're using a brand new bottle design. And this got some negative comments at the beginning. Some people said it looks like a shampoo bottle or something like that. To be fair enough, it doesn't look as good in a photograph and maybe not even a video, but when you hold it in your hand, I think this is beautiful. It feels very different. It's actually a very ceramic-like feeling. It's not all ceramic, it's glass inside and the ceramic is on the outside, because apparently the ceramic would leak, so they couldn't make a bottle just out of ceramic. Just beautiful magnetic cap. And one special thing about these bottles is, if you could see, come to the camera here for this incredible artisanal work at the bottom. Apparently it's a watchmaker that they hired for this. So every essence line has a unique design, almost this like beautiful geometry. It's gorgeous. It's very high quality. And they're very highly concentrated. They're 30%. So maybe I will say a few words about, this whole new era of Amouage. There are some of us as fragrance lovers that have some doubts. Are we losing the old Amouage, the interlude man, and the jubilation? And I think there's some truth to that. There's a modernization at Amouage, and they're thinking more mass market, and I think they're being successful from a business model. They're selling, I think, a lot more fragrances. But I have to say, it's not that I dislike the new lines either. I appreciate some of the modern touch. And I think some of the new fragrances may be more wearable. I mean, I absolutely love the Essences line, and the new Decision that I just recently received is fantastic. And I think it's more wearable than some of the other homages. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the old line, and I'm embracing the new era of Guerlain as well, of Amouage as well. So one of the interesting things about the essences is that there's a storytelling. So apparently the two concepts are time, shapes, and time. So the latest three fragrances will be Sequence, Line, 618, and Remain. And Sequence is representing the circle, continuity, and cyclical return. And line 618 is representing the line, the endless progression. And the Remain is the singular point, which is the singular origin. So I appreciate that there is a storytelling, and I would love to know more about this too. I love when a house is wanting to have a good story behind their fragrances. And like I said, it's a very special aging process. These are highly concentrated, 30%. And actually, one big shout out I would give to the new releases from Amouage is the exceptional extracts. I absolutely love, I think, all of the exceptional extracts. I think they're fantastic, and I believe they're all coming out in this new era, and they're fantastic. So, and these are 30% as well, and you can definitely feel how concentrated they are. So we talked about the very beautiful, distinctive bottle design, and this whole artisanal concept, right? The extra aging process, the new design, the storytelling. I definitely appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk about Sequence. So with Sequence, the red label tells the story. The perfumer for this is one of my favorite perfumers of all time, Julian Rasconet. And I think he's really good at fruity tones. So this, it has a very, very, very captivating fruity note of raspberry and lychee. So it's amazing. It's delicious. When you get that first sniff, and all of my friends who've sniffed it, they go, wow, they go, this is amazing. They go, this is sexy. So there's a very beautiful, strong, fruity note. But right next to that is saffron. So I would call this fruity, but not like sugary sweet. The saffron gives it, I think, a nice spicy texture to it, and it kind of moderates the over sweetness that you could get from a fruity smell. And then in the middle notes, we're getting tonka bean, osmanthus, and rose. I believe the tonka bean gives it a creamy and like a deeper sweet texture. That's really, really, really nice in this fragrance. And the base notes are going to be really important because we have a very distinctive note of leather, which is very prominent in this fragrance. And we have oud and amberwood. So this is a fruity leather scent. That's the best way to describe it. And I had heard about that, and this was a blind buy, coming from the Dubai airport. And I was a bit worried about it because I'm not the biggest fan of leathery scents. It's a hit and miss. It's not my most favorite note by any means. So I was like, I hope this leans in the right way. And I'm very happy to report that this is the kind of leather that I love. It's not too bitter, it's not too dark, it's there, but the fruity notes and the creamy notes blends really well. So it's not uncomfortable for me. It gives an edge, and it makes it really powerful and really strong. So the first maybe 2 times I tried this, I was a little bit worried because I could smell the leather. It's strong and it lasts through the dry down. And I was worried that is it going to get like darker and bitter dry down. It took me a couple of wears to really trust that yes, it's there and it is drying down, but it doesn't get too much, and the creamy and fruity texture is always there, and the blending is so smooth that it works out perfectly. So I have to say, I think there's something that is working in this essences line. The extra maturation, the sandalwood. I think my sense is that it gives us a very nice creamy texture. Very smooth, very delicious. So I really get that in this fragrance, and I think it really makes it work with the leather note. And the leather note is very unique with all of the essences, and I believe somebody was saying that maybe in all of Amouage releases that leather may be unique. And compared to other essences, the fruity, beautiful intensity here is going to be very unique. So I have to say, this is a very strong scent. It's super attractive, super sexy, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's fruity. I would call it a bit spicy. It's leathery, but it's all smoothed out with a creamy texture, but it doesn't get weak. It's super strong. Yes. So from what I feel and from what I've seen there's just a few reviews about this so far. People are saying that this is going to be the next hit from the Essences line, from among the last three of them. And that's my sense too. I mean, I haven't tried the other two yet, but from my reading and the notes and everything, it looks like this may be very, very much so hyped. I don't know if it's going to be as popular as Outlands. It's very different than Outlands, which is fantastic, but we'll see. Yes. So Amouage is a very favorite house for me, but I think this year I've been, getting even closer to Amouage. I've been collecting the Essences line, the 3 original, and then these 2, exclusive ones were so wonderful to find. And as a fragrance lover, you would know that part of the fun of this journey is to find these hard to get fragrances. So to have this come to me from London, was so fun. And this was, exclusive until now from Dubai. So fun. So what else did I get from Amouage? I just recently got Decision. I love it. Purpose 50 is incredible. We need a video on Purpose 50. It's so strong. It's so regal. And I believe I also got Guidance 46 this year as well. So yes, so Amouage has been really, more and more getting into my collection. And I have to say, I really appreciate Amouage a lot. Let's see, what else do I want to say about this? Like I said, this is strong, and I think it's really important to try it on skin. If it puts you up in the first sniff, especially on paper, I highly recommend give it a few wears. I think it's so important to be patient with fragrances. This is a very complex scent. There's many layers in it, which I love. And I think you need some time to feel it and to experience it and to appreciate it. And maybe, I just have this feeling that maybe like since the moment it arrived and until now, it's been sitting for a month, and some people will claim that it's important after the travel time for a fragrance to have some time to settle down. I'm feeling that my bottle has gotten even more creamier and more sweet and less bitter. So maybe that's a factor too. So I have a feeling this is going to get better and better. Okay, so next, fairly soon, maybe even literally in the next video, I want to talk about reception because it is fantastic. And I can't wait to try the other two new releases and the other very exclusive one. What is his name? It was only released in a certain country, and I believe it's already sold out. Apparently, it's going to be available again, but under a different name. I'm so curious to try that one too. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe, give a like. Please, write in the comments. I really appreciate your comments and your suggestions. I really welcome any feedback. This is a very new channel. I'm going to tweak things as we go along, but I so appreciate this opportunity to share this journey with you. So until next time, enjoy your fragrances and talk to you soon.